If some wants to say something about these two colleagues who are no longer with us.
This conference, in many ways, is amazing, and I'll use the word experimental. Lots of good feelings and lots of other kinds of feelings. People have given excellent feedback, and that's what we look at as the results of an experiment. What will be done if there is a next time? What will be done similar, and what will be done differently? What did we forget? And you see up here the three conveners, one to my right, one to my left, yo. The president of AAGT, the president of EAGT, the next president of AAGT, and the next president of EAGT, and the president of the Italian Gestalt Association, who are our hosts. But we're only the front people. We're the faces you see up here. To put this, I don't know what to call it, to give it its full weight. In English, the word is event, but that is not as weighty as this is. There were lots and lots and lots of people involved. And we would like to acknowledge them and give them the due. Lots of the details, lots of the struggles, all resided with them. The angst, is it coming out right? Did we make a wrong decision? What will they think? Let's go back on that. Oh, we forgot this. Middle of the night, waking up. It all resides with them. And the results, when you arrived here, were in front of you. And of course, this was the structure that you were given. And then you made your own conference. So I would like to call out some people, and I'll try to make it orderly by committees. That's a way to do it. And as I mention your name, I'd like you to stand up. And I know you want to applaud immediately, but please hold your applause till everybody is standing. And you can look at them, and they can look at you, and then they can take in your appreciation. Okay? We have a number of committees. Most of the people on these committees comprise the overall, what we call the Planning and Scientific Committee. Sounds really, planning and scientific. Hey. But what it really means are these are the people who come from the Program Committee. I'd like Sue O'Rourke. Is Sue here? I hope people are still here. Nurith Levy. Nurith, are you still here? And Roberto La Rosa. Is Roberta still here? Okay. This is the Program Committee. These are the people, and I'd like you to continue standing. I'd like you to continue standing. These are the people. Hold your applause, please, till everybody is up there. Okay? Thank you. These are the people who, after the peer review was done, were handed. These are the presentations. These are the plenaries. These are the process group. Now you got to juggle them and put them together and make some sense out of it in a chronological way over the conference. Okay? We also had people who did the peer review. Many, many people, and we don't have their names all here, participated in the peer review. Thank you. You know who you are. The people coordinating the peer review. Elena, who is watching us from Darwin, Australia, and Dominique Chabry. Elena and Dominique coordinated the peer review. The research people, Mark, who you met before, Jan, who you met before, and Margarita, is she here? This is the research committee. The people who organized, lo siento. The people who organized the process groups, finding the spaces, allocating the process group facilitators, allocating the people in the process groups to make sure that there weren't too many of one or too many of another. Claire, okay, there are more. Claire Asherton Bartram, Perry Klepner. Has Perry left? Or Perry still? There he is. Jack. Is Jack here? Jack Van Leesdonk. And Sylvia Tossi. Sylvia. These are the process group organizers. And you have a committee. Judy Graham is on the committee? Yes. Okay. Anybody else? Claire, do we miss anybody?
Rosanna, she isn't here.
Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you. We have 3 people who are designated as liaison, as the ones responsible for the relationship with the associations. Okay? 1 for each. Dan Bloom, is he here? Danny is not here. Michele? And again, Jack. I thought he stood up before. Anyway, scholarship funds. We had a number of people who were very, very deeply involved in the scholarship funds, going through the applications, allocating the limited resources, and then the pleasure of handing out the money. Scholarship fund, we had Dominique Chabray, Dieter Vonley, Adam Pincel, and Goose Claren. Goose is left. Anybody attended the pre-conference? The pre-conference was coordinated by Tony Gilligan. And
and she had a committee.
I had a committee, so there was Tali Joseph, and Gail Feinstein, as well as me.
We're coming to the end. Publicity committee. 2 people on the publicity committee who put together the Facebook page and the brochure. That amazing, wonderful brochure. Beatrix and Bob Witkow. We also had language support services. Deirdre Winter. Is Deirdre still here? In the back? Now, there are a few people who are on the Scientific and Planning Committee who are not on any of the specific committees. One of them, I noticed, is Kathy Gray. And I think everyone else has been covered. Then we have the local organization. We have the local organization, which I've always described when people ask me, they're the logistics people. They're the ones who go in and hard-nose the hotel, who hard-nose back. But we get something. Not everything, but we get something. They're the people who helped you register. They're the people who found extra chairs or the audio visual. Michele? Marco Loeb? Is Marco here? Francesco? Alessandra? I also want to mention somebody who's not here. She's a little ill right now. She couldn't join us. She'd love to be here. This is the person who you always addressed when you were registering a secretary. How do you say it in Italian?
Marica.
No, that's her name, but what do you say? Segretaria? Segretaria. When you had that email address, Segretaria. Marica. She did amazing.
Marika would really have loved to be here, and unfortunately she's ill, not a little ill, but ill. And we put a pad out of here in the flip chart, so if you want to write a message to her of good wish, I think she would love that, and I think it would be a great support for her in this moment, which is really difficult for her. Thank you.
I also want to thank all the people who were the facilitators of the process groups. Are you here? I'd like you to also stand up.
Okay, and I invite the volunteers and Marco here to those who are, or I can list, I can name you, but if you are here and you want to come, or you can stay there. Anyway, I like to say their names, the volunteers who have been very helpful for all of us. So Andrea Assenato, Angela Basile, Antonella Tavera, Carlo Bonvino, Federica Marino, Francesco Lotta, Graziana Busso, Ilenia Baldacchino, Leonora Cupane, Pinella Salomone, Rosanna Militello, Rosi Salvo, Salvo Libranti, Serena Iacono Isidoro, Silvia Tinaglia, Silvia Laimo, Susanna Marotta. Did I forget anything? Ho dimenticato qualcuno? No. And Jutta, Alessandra, already I say that. Alessandra and Francesco have coordinated the volunteers and they have done a wonderful job. And also Jutta Piper, are you here? Jutta? There was a little group of foreign volunteers coordinated by Jutta. And so thank you very much.
I did. Okay. Is he back? I know earlier on this afternoon when we began, someone, or was it earlier this morning? One goes into another after a while. Someone got up and thanked the people from the Hilton, recognizing their helpfulness, their friendliness, and all they've done for us. And I see now, I didn't see them before, some of the Hilton staff actually, they're in the room now. Gail was mentioned. Okay. And just a couple of... Yes?
I would just like to take a moment to include those on the opening ceremony committee. Marlene Blumenthal, Nikki Falconer, Johnny, Perry Kleckner,
And you.
Gilligan. So could you just...
And you, Gail.
Okay. I have two more.
Well, I don't know if you were going to include this, not to take anything away from all of the organizers, but the workshops are the heart of the conference, and the people who gave workshops, the people who gave lectures, people who spent hours and hours in preparation to offer us what's been at the heart of the conference, what we've learned from, and the ways that we've connected with each other. I would love to recognize all of those contributors.
I got that. I also would like to, three more appreciations right now, and I'm sure I'll be reminded of others. Right now, I want to mention Dina Miller, who has struggled very hard and worked very hard for the continuing education. I'd also like to thank Marco Loeb, if he's in the room. Marco was here and left, because Marco is the guy who did the software infrastructure for the conference and the web page. Starting out with our web page first, there's Marco. And last, I would also like to thank, and this is creative energy, Jim. Is he still in the room? Our listserv guy. That's it.
But can I just also acknowledge Susan Gregory from the opening ceremony, that beautiful singing?
And what about the musicians?
Among people that I want to thank, there is a person that is not here, that she was not directly involved in the organizing of the conference, but she was involved in the process of communication between the conference and the EAGT. She's Marka Behrens. She's the office manager of the EAGT. Many of you had many contacts during these months. She's very, very ill. She would have loved to be here. She can't. She was too weak for the medication she's taking. But I think she really would love to hear our club tour and recognition.
I have a few thanks to offer also. I know that all of these committees work so hard behind the scenes. Of course, all as volunteers, everyone has given, but they have been brought together by our 4 conveners. And I want you to join me in thanking our conveners who are here in front of us, who have really made this historic event happen. And it was something, I think that when we first conceived of it, we all had no idea of what it would be like to communicate with each other, for them to communicate with each other, and with all these committees, which had both their EAGT and their AAGT counterparts. So I want to first thank our 4 conveners for everything you've done to make this happen.
I will bring this warmth to Yelena in a few days. I will be to Australia. I will go to Australia and I will bring her, try to bring her all your warmth, because she has been with us until the last email that we exchanged, so she missed a lot not to be here.
And one other thing is, I'm so moved that we were able to make this happen. It is something that has not been done before, our large Gestalt communities coming together this way. And, you know, as I think I said in the opening ceremony, it seems so important. Whatever ways we can come together in the world today for dialogue, for connection, for communication. And I think it's been a wonderful experience for me, hopefully for you. And I think we'll see the ripples of what we've done continue to go forward. And at AAGT, we just want to present a small token of appreciation to our EAGT friends. And, oops. And I just wanted to say that the theme of our gifts to you are about butterflies. And the quote that I have chosen is around the butterflies for today is from the American comedian George Carlin, who said, the caterpillar does all the work, but the butterfly gets all the publicity. And I really believe that as we caterpillared our way along together, we have formed this becoming into the butterflies that are emerging to be. So thank you so much.
So I want to say thank you for this gift, Patricia, to AAGT. And this will not be not responded, of course. So I want to give you two objects, two very significant objects from Sicily to AAGT, and to thank you for the cooperation with EAGT.
Are you curious?
Hello, my friends. I feel good because every one of you asked me how I feel, how I am. So I am very happy that you are psychotherapy, so you take care of me, and so this is good for me. I think that you are ready to create, to make some bag for my patients after this training. Because I think that you did some kind of training, because without chair, without table to eat, so I think that you are ready to create bags for my patients. I have this kind of wish, so you can contact me if someone of you wanted to do this. I appreciate a lot your way to dance, because it was very, 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 very funny yesterday night, and and really, really, really thanks for everything, because we did together our conference, not only us, but everybody, to try a creative adjustment to this hotel, this land, this weather, this food, this person, this man. so really, really thanks. Also, I have two presents for EAGT and AAGT, and you can change the name because it seems the same. It's good that it seems the same, above all after this conference in my... Okay, this is for you. EAGT, for John, EAGT. And this for Tony.
Still curious?
This is bummolo. You have to discover how to use this. No, it's not smoke, Gianni. After I know that you want to smoke. I don't know what, but malandrino. Yes, bummolo malandrino. Yes. You put the water and yes, only water, Gianni. Okay. Or wine. Okay. I have also a present for Beatrix and the EAGT. Where is Gianni, the present? Okay. Okay.
It's not a present, it's a tradition. From Athens 2007, the colleagues from Athens gave to the association that organized the next conference a tree of olive tree, yes, wait. The olive tree went from Athens to Berlin, from Berlin to Krakow, and in Krakow it went to me, and the tree died. That is the truth. So I was okay. I said, okay, don't worry. I found another little tree. Nobody will be aware of that. But you know, the little thing comes up always. Yeah. So we didn't find the next association to organize the next conference. So we don't have an association already ready. And this is because my tree died, of course. So Michele will give the tree not to the next association that is not ready yet, so to Beatrix, that is the next president of the AAGT. So sorry and thank you.
I just want to say that I'm very honored to get this tree, and I will try to bring it home safely to Vienna and to work out who will receive this tree. And I'm very relieved, Gianni, about what you're saying, because I was concerned if it will live until that moment that I can give it. So thank you, and I will do my best, and we will find somebody who will get it.
Okay, we are close to say goodbye to the end, and we have thought to give you the last word, to your other, to the other who is close to you. The magic of this conference is over, and we will bring this magic in the world. We will have we have learned something about the otherness, about ourselves, about society, about our being psychotherapists in this world. So we have thought to ask you to say goodbye in this way. If you stand up, and you feel your body, try not to be desensitized, feel your body, and just turn to the other, turn to the person who is close to you. And feel from your body what you want to do or to say goodbye to this person, and to close this experience with this person.
Continue your goodbyes, and goodbye, everyone. We are over.